I'm Matakwapie. I'm better wash day. Hello, my relatives. Today is a good day. And it really is. You know, this is August. Boy, am I way ahead. My mind races so fast. No, I'm just kidding. This is April 9th. And man, up here in South Dakota, the green grass just came out overnight. I kid you not. It rained for the first time in quite a few days, or quite a few weeks. And the green grass, wow. It was fantastic. The horses, you know, I raise horses. They're out there eating on a haystack up until this morning. And that green grass, I swear, that green grass grew at least that much. Overnight. And they just left that haystack and they went out in the pasture, man. They're having a ball. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know spring has sprung, at least where I live. Well, what I want to talk to you about today is corporate socialism. Now, I really want all my friends, fans, haters, everyone, to listen closely because I want to start this. I want it to go viral about corporate socialism. You know, the right wing's always talking about socialism. And the alleged liberal left never talks about socialism because they're such panty waist chicken, you know what? Chicken turds. But in fact, they shouldn't even call themselves progressives. They're even too chicken to call themselves liberals. It's amazing. They won't fight for what they are. So therefore they aren't. Are they? A lot of R's in there. In corporate socialism, think about it. That's what rules this country. Socialism is a social compact of government and society to make sure that those that set the rules force everybody to live by them. Very simple. And you've got corporate and the government, and they admit it, and you allow it. Oh, I shouldn't talk. You know, I should just talk to you who are thinkers and doers. Because the rest of the brain dead in America, they're going to continue believing in the alleged two-party system of the Demo-Publicans. But what I want to talk about is corporate socialism. It's blatant. You know, the Supreme Court now is doing the job of Congress and the executive, and they're saying, you know, corporations are people. All right. Then if the corporations are people, then they should be tried for bribery. Bribery of public officials. I kid you not. It's the Supreme Court ruling. So if that holds true, let's criminally charge every and each corporate donation. And you know, they do it through foundations. That's conspiracy. That's fraud. Doing it through foundation, like the Koch brothers. But General Electric does it too. So, and the banks, Bank of America, etc. And they do it in backroom conferences, just like the mob used to. So let's charge them with criminal bribery and fraud. All right? You got the Supreme Court decision to back you up. Do it. You Americans, act it. Act like you believe in the Constitution. Turn everything back on its head, man. In every state, start these criminal proceedings. All right? And enter it into your federal courts. Sue them in state court. Sue them in county court. Sue them in municipal court. Sue them every place you can. Get it? Do you get it? To end corporate socialism. Because they are in bed with the politicians, as we know. They freely admit it. They announce it on all their corporate newsways, how much this is going to cost. You know, Obama wants to get in bed and be screwed by the corporations and the banks up to the tune of $1 billion. So his rival is going to have $1 billion to spend. Now this is where we get going. It's like the defense industry. The only industry we've got in America is the intelligence and military complex. So you've got to have continuous wars, and you've got to have the unknown enemy, which is terror, 1984, Big Brother. You got to have all these machinations so that the only industry you have, you see, when they give foreign aid to Egypt, $2 billion, 1.7 billion, whatever it is, to Egypt or any other country, then they buy back, they use that 1.7 billion to buy armaments from the United States. So your taxpayers' money, get this, it's your money that's being returned. Why don't they just give it to General Dynamics? Why the game? Oh, so they can have a war every time they want regime change, right? Every Arab they want to get rid of. They're going to do this for the next 50 years, picking out whatever Arab they want to get rid of. Arab leader. Pretty soon it'll be Turkey. The domino effect. At any rate, corporate socialism. That's what it is. By every definition of socialism. Look up in Webster's. Ask a teacher, a professor who teaches socialism and political science. It's corporate socialism. Nobody's fighting that. But when you have people power, when people get together and organize, you have the government, a wing of corporate socialism, attack those people who organize to protect themselves. It's called unions. I know the dumbing down of America because that's what happened on the reservation, and now it's on America. But here's the deal, man. You don't know your history. So that's why you're continually getting screwed. You don't realize that when the people came up and organized, they became such a threat politically that they had to go in and threaten and buy off the union leaders. And this happened around 1950, give or take a year. When Walter Reuther and all the rest of those big union bosses, I don't know if George Meany was in there or not, but the point being is that those leaders sold out their members. Because they had become so powerful politically, they could choose the president or have the greatest influence. But now, it's the bankers who choose to. And they're a minute minority of the population. They're less than 1%. They're the ones who control the money. Hello? Corporate socialism, that should be the word. Let's attack corporate socialism. And you attack them in the courts and you attack them with propaganda. Let's start using that word. The networks are part of corporate socialism. They're socialists. In other words, another definition of socialism is communism. So you got corporate communism. Corporate communism. Should I keep saying it so it sinks in? Whew! Got me turned on this morning, man. Because I'm so enraged at the continuing violation of everything, man. Everything we care about is being violated. I understand. I fully understand. Wow. I'm about 90% there what a woman feels like when she's raped, because I know what our grandmother of the earth feels like, and she's being raped by this every millisecond all over the world. At any rate, I want you to know that I'll probably be bringing this up again. It is so needed. We have to start corporate socialism, corporate communism, all right? It's in bed with the government, the Supreme Court, everything. Let's attack them in the courts. Let's attack them on the streets. Let's attack them with signs, demonstrations, with telephone calls, the internet, everything. It's corporate socialism, corporate communism, corporate communism. There's the key words. You know, in order to organize, you need to mobilize. And catchphrases for mobilization is the easiest way. And this is the catchphrase that we can utilize and turn some of these rednecks into real Americans. You know? Think about it. Get these progressives off their self-pitying pot. Get them out of the bathroom, you know? And all of that. The right wing or left wing, maybe they'll become Americans. And will finally have something to do with constitutional law. Constitutional law about the freedom of the individual. And everyone's downplaying the freedom of the individual. I see it on corporate media. They're making fun of Fox and all of those. And everybody that's saying, we've got to have individual freedom. Understand individual freedom. The only thing you have to understand is that you are free to be responsible. Free to be responsible. How many times I got to say it? I'm going to keep saying it. I really, really believe in that. You're free to be responsible. And now we can be. We've got a catchphrase, a catch movement. Let's do it. It'll bring everybody in. Everybody that has a brain, I should say, and wants to do something about their rights and their children. I love you, folks. That's why I have the commentary. Okay.